Okay, so I have with me Workham Fred, who is the Director of Self-Reliance Promoters, who is going to tell us a little bit more about the organisation so that we can better understand how we can help.
Thank you.
Thank you, Workham Fred. What is Self-Reliance Promoters?
Self-Reliance Promoters NGO is a non-profit making organization. It's a non-governmental organization. It's a non-political organization, and it was created in 1997 and legally instituted in 1999, maybe around 22nd of June 1999. And it was put in place by a group of people who did not have anything, but they had a sympathetic view to the situation in which our communities were living. And to that effect, a lot of things were put in place as objectives of this organization. And so since then, we've been putting in place a lot of things, and progressively, Self-Reliance has been growing from strength to strength, gradually, slow and steady. And I want to believe that we have done a lot since that time of creation up to this date. And we hope that we are going to continue with the work and with the same objectives and improving on the objectives and trying to reintegrate the youth in society, which is our priority concern beside any other projects.
Okay. That's fantastic. So it is a well-established organisation. If it's been going since 1997, there is a lot of experience in the organisation. I know some people are a bit concerned that some NGOs they just pop up today and they've gone tomorrow, but this one has been around for a while. So in that time, can you tell me how many different projects Self-Reliance Promoters is working with at the moment?
Thank you very much. When we had this put in place, we decided to look at the various areas of concern, which was the working on education, which was focused at trying to identify the orphans and vulnerable children in the society and bringing them together to give them quality vocational education. And that was put in place, and a youth center was created as a priority project for this organization. And after which, we also looked around and came up with the Women Empowerment Division, which is aimed at trying to get into the rural areas, identifying women and bringing them together in groups. And it was also a way through which we can identify the less privileged children in the rural areas and then bringing them together. And again, these groups of women are able to identify the needs of the community and also the projects that we can also bring together the communities through these women groups in these villages. And so we have the Women Empowerment Division as one of the departments that we are also concerned with. And there is development or community development department, which is concerned with rural infrastructures, where we identify the projects that can help communities in the village according to their felt needs, e.g., like the health centers, the water projects, and other things like agricultural programs that can help encourage these women on how they can help themselves. And these women groups also come together, and then we try to conceive together with our volunteers some of the programs like groups dynamics, how they can come up with home industries and making a few things that can help themselves and their families.
Okay, so quite a wide range of things then there that are going on. What would you say, Workham Fred, are the main needs of the people who use your service?
Actually, as I said, the less privileged children who are of various ages, and they are also classified into various categories. Some have been able to walk through primary school, and that's from where we get involved into making sure that they don't become street children, because coming out of primary school, a child who is loose can easily become a street child, and at the end you find the child actually not very responsible. So we try to get this grade of children and we train them in our institution, and after which they are able to write their national exams like Cameroon General Certificate of Education. And we also try to identify those who have lost their parents already when they must have completed secondary school, and as such we bring them in and then we insert them into our computer literacy department, from where they can come out and they are secretaries, and they can come out as private secretaries, or they can open documentations for themselves. At the same time, we look at the community projects like water projects and the women health centers, as I earlier mentioned. Their needs are numerous. We need the school to be constructed, and that is the real primary need, because in this school it can be used as a women empowerment center. At the same time, we can organize women seminars and they can come there. We will not be running around looking for houses to rent.
Right. So you will have your own premises that you can accommodate meetings and groups, and also anybody else who needs to use a building that you don't have at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
And this particular school is constructed in an area which has not got any community hall, and so that the communities in that environment, in that area, will also make good use of this center in case of carrying out their developmental meetings and so on. And then it will also be acting like a center for continuing education, the literacy center for the elderly people, because here we have women and men of age who are still very interested in trying to improve themselves in one way or the other through literacy program. So this center is actually like a foundation and the heart of this organization, because we'll be operating from our own premises and then trying to sit and plan well in order to reach out to the communities with their other projects.
Okay. Excellent. So tell me then, Work-and-Fred, how can people contribute to the work of self-reliance?
Yes, it has been a very challenging situation. At times, when we started, we did not have a means of even linking ourselves to things like banks and all of that, but with time, with the help of our international volunteers, we have been able to set up a very good a bank account, and we have a standard bank account now, which is called a projects account. And in this account, any money that comes into that account is either specific or general donations, which we decide any project in our community which is in need of funds, and then we can channel it. But when specific donations are made through that account, through this account, it is actually directed to the project without any problem, and after which we follow it up. Now, when you are out there, or maybe if you are in Cameroon and you want to donate, you can come to the office because it is nearer. But people out there can send us through Global Giving, US, or through Global Giving UK, and those who have had a means of contacting the Just Giving UK, and they can also do it. And you can equally through our volunteers, or send, if there's that confidence, because we really have confidence in us, then you can send it through the MoneyGram or Western Union, and after which any money sent for the particular project, we make sure that we execute the project for which the money was sent to, and then we give a report on that particular amount and give you a feedback.
Okay, so if I have understood you correctly, there are two main ways that people can help to support self-reliance promoters: by volunteering and by donations.
Great.
Yeah.
Helping is not only by cash. You can equally come out to see what you can do for yourself and to support the work, because we actually value volunteers a lot. You can also send in some materials that we may need in school and in these projects, if at all it is possible, and you can also contribute financially.
Yeah. Well, I have been here now for nearly 4 weeks, and I can vouch that this is a very important project for this area of Cameroon. And so if you are interested in volunteering, or if you are interested in donations, then please don't hesitate to contact Self-Reliance Promoters or myself, Prudencia Dixon. Thank you very much, Workham Fred.
Prudencia, you've done a lot. The time that you've been here, I think you've seen what the students have done. They are happy. They don't want you to leave, and because of what you have done, the way you have taught them, and I think what you have done is you are an exemplary volunteer. And I wish that you should come back again some other time to see what we are up to, and equally to stay longer so that we can do a lot. And I want to say that as you are going, or as you will be somewhere, feel free to talk about us and advocate on our behalf. We give you that power of attorney.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you.